keep U.S. coal power plants operating. Energy Secretary Chris Wright joining me now. Mr. Secretary, why do we need to keep the coal people going?
Oh, because it's critical to America's electricity grid. Coal has been the largest source of global electricity for over a century. In the United States, it's not the largest anymore. It's been passed by natural gas. But it's critical to the reliability and affordability of electricity in the U.S. The states that have rushed to close their coal plants have also had rapidly escalating electricity prices. Americans don't like that. President Trump doesn't like that.
President Trump proposed an electricity auction in which tech companies would be forced to cover the costs of new power plants. Are big tech giants, are they going to be paying for data center power?
Absolutely. In fact, they very much want to. They need a lot more electricity in the United States, and they don't want to drive up electricity prices. The Democrats and others are saying they're the cause of rising electricity prices. It's a great way to escape blame. They're not the cause of rising electricity prices. In fact, they can be a key part of the solution, and that's what President Trump's order is trying to do. We can work together to stop the rise of electricity prices, even in the blue states that have done everything possible to elevate their electricity prices.
I take it that nuclear power is going to be very important, providing reasonably priced juice to the data centers. Nuclear power is the key to this, isn't it?
Yes, nuclear is going to be a huge part of the solution in the long term going forward. We are not only reopening previously closed nuclear power plants, expanding the capacity of some, and soon you'll see commencement of construction on many new ones. But yeah, nuclear power provides energy, whether the sun is shining, the wind is blowing 24/7, and those plants will last 80 to 100 years.
I'm told that there's a big push to get these small nuclear reactors, very small things, up and running. And I'm told that it would normally take several years to get them in place. Can you speed it up?
Doing everything we can to speed it up. And in fact, President Trump set an aggressive goal, said this is America, and we're going to have these new small modular reactors critical, meaning operating in their nuclear mode, by July 4 of this year. And we will achieve that. In fact, we will have multiple new small modular reactors critical running by July 4 of this summer. I'm very excited about that.
And they are the same reactors that power our Navy ships around the world.
Very similar, exactly. Those are essentially small modular reactors. So all different designs, trying to be cost efficient. They're scaled at different sizes depending upon applications. But it is an exciting new American technology. We'll deploy in this country, and ultimately it'll be a huge export market for us abroad. In fact, I'll be talking about them in Davos tomorrow.
Yep. One more for you, if I may. I need to update the story on oil from Venezuela. Are we now actively selling the oil that we're taking from those tankers?
Oh, absolutely. The American refinery base, think in Louisiana, Texas, the Gulf Coast, those refineries were built and tuned for Venezuelan crude when they were built 50 years ago. They're very anxious to get more of that Venezuelan crude into their refineries.
And how much oil are we actually going to take?
We'll take the majority of Venezuelan exports. We're going to sell it on the global marketplace, so European refineries will buy it, Asian refineries will buy it, but the majority of that Venezuelan crude will come to the United States, not just for gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, but also to lower the cost of asphalt in the United States. As we get a new construction boom, we want to drive down the price of asphalt as well as oil, gas, and diesel.
And how much of the revenue from that oil, Venezuelan oil, how much goes to Venezuela and how much comes to America?
The revenue from the sale of that oil will go to Venezuela. In fact, they're going to see a huge bump in their revenues from oil and hopefully help that country get back on its feet again. But the benefits to America will be enormous in lower energy costs, lower gangs in our country, lower criminality, lower drug imports, get Iran and Russia and China and these nefarious Cubans to reduce trouble in our hemisphere. It's just been too long we've put up with this. We're going to put an end to it.
Mr. Secretary, thanks for taking time out to be with us today before you head to Davos tomorrow. We appreciate you being here. Mr. Secretary, thank you.